So I hope everybody is preparing for your midterm. So the midterm, we have a lot of questions related to the elasticity. So that's why we use 2 weeks to cover this chapter. So this week's recitation is about homework 6 part 2. So that homework is related to chapter 6, elasticity. In previous week, you watched the video on the basic idea about elasticity, and you know how important the elasticity is. So in this recitation, we focus on how to calculate the elasticities. And also, if you watched this week's video, you will find I tried to simplify the four different elasticities, and you can very easy to get them. And so now let's look at the first question, which relates to the price elasticity of demand. And this question is related to iPhone. I think many of you probably have already bought iPhone. So let's look at this. How can we calculate elasticity for iPhone? So question 1, if the iPhone price is $299 in 2009 and 1,000 people bought it, and its price is $199 in 2010 and 2,000 people bought it. And the first question is asked, what is percentage change in price? Use initial price as denominator. And first, if you look at the question, and you can find when the iPhone price decreased from 299 to 199, the demand increased from 1,000 people to 2,000 people. So this is following the law of the demand. The price decrease, the demand will increase. And the second, if you look at the question, we didn't ask for the elasticity, the price elasticity of demand, but just ask for the percentage change. Because you should remember, if you want to calculate elasticity for demand, the first step you need to do is calculate the percentage change in price and in quantity. Here we emphasize the 3 approach to calculate the percentage change in prices. So the first is use the initial price as denominator, the second is final price as denominator, and the last is average or middle point price as denominator. So we have 3 different approaches. The way we want to show this example is because I want to let you know if we use different denominator, we should have different percentage change in price. Accordingly, we should have different elasticities. Generally speaking, we usually use the average or middle point price as denominator. So, okay, let's start with the first question A. What is percentage change in price using initial price as denominator? So, in order to calculate this, the first thing you need to identify what is your initial price. So that's really very important. So we use the P1 to label our initial price. So that is $299. And how about the final price? We use P2 to label it, so it is equal to $199. So how about the price change? So the price change, we use the delta P, so the triangle P means called the delta P. We use it to label the price change. So it is equal to P1 minus P2, and which give us $299 minus $199. And we get a $100 difference. So the price change is $100. And now we can start to calculate the percentage change of the price, which equal to the delta P divided by, so we use the initial price as denominator, so divide by the P1, yes. So then we use plugging our, don't forget 100%. So we should realize this question asks about the percentage change. So at the end, we need to use times 1 by 100%. So now we can plug in the data. So the delta P equal to $100 divided by the P1 equal to $299. That is our initial price times 100%. So then, if you have a calculator, you should get 31.4%. So in the question, I forgot to mention it. We only keep 1 decimal. So that is 33.4%. Okay, now let's move to the second question. So the only change for the second one is our denominator. So we still use the percentage change of the price equal to the delta P. So instead of divide by P1, we divide by P2 times 100%. and we will get 100 divided by 199%, 199 times 100%, and we will get 53%. So can you see the change? So since the P2 is larger than smaller than P1, so after we calculate the price change, and we find that the second price change is larger than the first price change. So now let's look at the question C. So the question C we asked us to use the average or middle point price as denominator. So first question is, how can we find the middle point price or average price? So look at this formula. So this is a formula to help us to calculate the middle point price change. So you can see how the denominator difference, the average price equal to the initial price plus the final price divided by 2. So this is how we calculate the average price. So we use, let's calculate the denominator first. And we use P1 plus P2 divided by 2. So we have 299 plus 199 divided by 2. And we got, what do we get? So we get 249. This is average price. Now we can calculate the percentage change of the price. So delta P divided by the average P. So we have $100. This is the price change divided by the average price 249 times 100%. Don't forget about 100%. And if you have a calculator, you should get 40.2%. So this answer is what we usually use to calculate our elasticity. So now we can move to the last question. So what is the price? The question number D. And what is the price elasticity of demand? So we know the price elasticity of demand equal to the percentage of change of the price divided by the percentage the percentage change of the quantity divided by the percentage of change of the price. So we've already calculated percentage change of the price 40.2%. How about the percentage change of the demand? So let's go back to look at our question. So the demand change actually from 1,000 to 2,000. So that is demand change. So what percentage change of the demand? So we use Q2 minus Q1 divided by, so that is the average. So that is Q2 plus Q1 divided by 2 parentheses and divided by what we just calculated, percentage of change of the price. So we know the Q1 equal to 2,000 and the Q2 equal to 1,000. So now we can plug in our data. So we get 2,000 minus 1,000 divided by 2, divided by 2,000 plus 1,000 divided by 2 times 100% and divided by 40.2%, which is the percentage change of the price. So if you have the calculator, you will get 66.7%. That is the percentage change of the quantity divided by 14.2%. And then we will get 0.7. So the 0.7 is the price elasticity for demand. So that is question number D. Now let's look at the last question. Is the iPhone a luxury or necessary good? So we in the video last week's video, we know if the elasticity larger than 1, we know that one is luxury. And if the elasticity is smaller than 1, it is necessary. So since 1.7 is larger than 1, so we know the iPhone is the luxury goods.